So real quick before the actual video starts, I just want to say I actually ended up wasting a lot of time editing this for no reason because it got fucking copyrighted. Because what I was trying to do, right, is like, I'm talking about Doom and I like talking about specific points of the movie and I wanted that specific clip to play, right? And I don't know why my dumbass didn't think of fucking copyright, but so I put all this fucking time, recorded that specific part of the video, like of the movie, and then putting it at that, time and all that. This actually took me a while, all right? I'm not the fucking fastest editor and all that, right? And guess what? It's fucking blocked. Blocked worldwide. So, obviously I'm not even gonna I don't make money off YouTube, right? But I'm just saying, like, I can't even fucking post that. So I'm decided to just, loop the trailer so it's gonna be a little less immersive and all that. And if there's any awkward moments where like you'd expect something to like show or something, well, there's probably gonna be a clip there which I can't put anymore because of the fucking copyright. So yeah. Anyways, yo, it's a Johnny. So, if you're Indian or of like Indian descent or whatever, right? You've probably heard of this movie. So Doom, it is a film franchise basically about like the main character are like cops and they try to like, catch robbers basically in a sense. And like all three movies are like that, to the best of my knowledge. I don't remember 3 and 2 that well because I haven't watched them in a while. 2 especially because, that was even longer. But I rewatched Doom, the first one. And why I even had the idea to rewatch it was I watched like this TikTok and it had the Doom music in the background. And that shit just like hyped you up. Like it's like, just such OG music, like such a banger, man. You know what I mean? And I was just like thinking about it and I was like, why not rewatch Doom? Why not? I remember watching it as a kid, kind of. I remember it as like the sick movie, with all these cool stunts and motorcycles, sport bikes, and all that. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, let's rewatch it. So I'm gonna spoil things. All right, the movie came out in fucking 2004. So if you haven't seen it at this point, you're not going to. And even if you are, you can fuck off right now if you want to watch it real quick, right? But anyways, so like I said, Doom came out in 2004. And I think I watched it in either 05, 06, maybe even 04. I don't remember. So, before I watched this, it's been like 14, 15, 16 years, hypothetically. So, IMDb rated it 6.7 out of 10. It got a 76% from Rotten Tomatoes. It stars Abhishek Bachchan, Udit Chopra, John Abraham, and some other random people that I've never seen in another movie except for Doom. And at box office, it made an estimated amount of 724.7 million rupees, which sounds like a lot. I don't know if it is. And if I did convert it correctly to Canadian dollars, it's about 12.5 million, which is not bad. That's a pretty solid amount. I don't know how big that was for Bollywood movies, especially back in the day. That was 2004, right? But anyways, the movie itself, I would probably rate like a solid 6 out of 10. And before like a bunch of people like get pissed, I was like, "Oh, you're just doing that because Indian." No, bro. I'd probably rate Fast and Furious like a solid 6 out of 10 too. Like I don't like that either. Like it just like so fucking boring like nowadays. It's just like the stupidest fucking shit. Like the story's stupid, similar to this movie. The story's kind of just like whatever. They just like shove it in there and don't even really fucking care. It's mostly just about the action scenes and stuff. And that's why I probably loved it as a kid. Because of the fucking action scenes. And the only problem for me, with the action scenes and stuff was that, like, it seemed they were just, like, riding the bikes, like, slowly. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, I don't know, like, I'm not sure if they were riding slow or not. I ain't no fucking expert, right? But it just looked like they were, like, all riding at, like, 30 kilometers an hour. Like, like, the intense police chase, you know what I mean? Like, it was just, like, super slow. And it's just, like, what the fuck? And, like, there was no traffic in some cases. And like little things like that, like I noticed. And like the police were like retarded and they couldn't even like do anything. There was like 2 police cars only, and like they weren't like barricading, they weren't doing anything. Like what are you doing? You know what I mean? So like stuff like that kind of like pissed me off about it with like the race action scenes, but really that was about it. And there was this like one scene that I remembered vividly, to this day, was like the scene where they're escaping with like all the money. And then like there's like flames on the side, and they're just escaping on their sport bikes, all of them. And you know, like that scene was sick, you know, and like the music was playing and all that shit, and like obviously that scene was a little it wasn't as epic as I remembered it, obviously, right? So that was a little disappointing, but besides that, you know, action was all right. But really, the main problem for me was the plot, like, you know, like the dialogue, like, you know, they're just like insert like some cringy like English lines in there that really didn't belong in the movie. Like they just tried to make it cool and shit, but they were just like the cringiest fucking English lines ever. Like this one, for example.
उसको कम मत समझे कबीर भाई, बहुत झनकार बीट आदमी है वो.
I don't give a damn.
Like, you know, and you know, there's a slight Indian accent there, you know, and we all know that the Indian accent is like the sexiest accent around, right? Like that shit, like, yo, if you have an Indian accent, instantly gets you laid, right? Like instantly. But like, you know, it's just like that kind of ruined the immersion for me, because you know I was kind of like laughing at it, but you know, it is what it is, right? And also that line, you know, even without the Indian accent or whatever, it would have been cringe regardless. Like that's just like a cringy ass line. Like, you know, it's just like when people like try to act like hard and shit in like movies, it's like, yo, shut up, relax, bro, you know. Now let's talk about my favorite, you know, story points. So the first one that pissed me off was, honestly, this one's just kind of funny, really. But so one of the robbers, you know, in the robber group bought the sports car, right? And he was showing like Kabir, the boss, aka played by John Abraham. He's like, yo, look, I got this car, yo. Isn't it cool? And then Mr. Kabir, like, you know, like a psycho, takes the car, drives it, like, you know, just drives it like a maniac and just drives it off a cliff. And after he's like, yo, we're supposed to like blend in, blah, 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 or whatever, right? I think anyways, I don't remember, but he says something like that. And then he's like, nobody breaks my rules, not even me, or whatever the fuck, right? And it's just like, yo, you could have like returned the car. Like, why do you have to break his poor car? Like, you just drove it off a fucking cliff. Like, you know, he's like, just be like, yo, we don't do that here. Go return it. You didn't need to be so aggressive about it. You know what I mean? Like, what a piece of shit boss, yo. Fucking asshole. But anyways, that one just kind of like, it's like my personal thing. Like, that's not really like, you know, a big thing. But anyways, like the second thing that pissed me off was literally where he's preaching about is like, yo, we don't show ourselves to anyone. Like once we get like exposed, like we're done for or whatever the fuck, right? And then they literally show themselves to the cop, aka Abhishek Bachchan, right? Like, man, like pride, bro. Like pride's a dumb thing. And then that kind of just like pissed me off. It's like, yo, this guy's supposed to be like this cool, collected, like criminal and all that shit. And then he gets like hurt over like some comments made by, you know, like the cop. It's just like, come on, bro. You're not supposed to be like. And then, you know, he fucking exposes himself and then boom, okay, now he knows what you look like. Good. Fucking, that's a smart criminal for you. And you just broke your own fucking rule, didn't you? Like, come on. Now I got 3 more points to go, and don't worry, after that I'll finish it. But the third thing that pissed me off was how after like the flame scene, right? Abhishek, you know, he gets one of the robbers, he kills one of them. And so, you know, the gangs, like the robbers are down one, right? And then Abhishek and like they have a fight. Uday is like helping him out, you know, throughout the thing. He's like the cool sports guy, like sports bike guy. You know, he's also a rider and all that. So you know, they just enlist him for like helping him catch the robbers, right? So they have like this fight. It's like on the news and shit. And then Kabir, you know, who I thought was smart, cool criminal, decides to recruit him. And then he's like, yo, we need another rider, man. Like we need like 5 or whatever the fuck the number was. And it's like they didn't, bro. Like they really didn't. But anyways, they get him, and like that was like the stupidest move ever. Like, bro, he literally worked with the cop. Why would you fucking recruit this guy, right? He's literally gonna betray you, and guess what? He fucking betrays you. And you know, like the fourth point is just that. So after that, you know, the flame scene or whatever, right? Kabir and Abhishek, you know, they had a bet. They're like, yo, you know, if Kabir wins, you know, if they can't catch him, then you gotta like quit from my case or whatever, right? And so he does, because you know he got away with all the money. And he's like, he's like, yo, I resign from this case or whatever. And bro, this review's so bad, man. I'm just like saying like Abhishek, and then I'm saying like John Abraham or Kabir or whatever. I'm just like mixing up the names all the time. But anyways, so you know, Abhishek's Bachchan character's name is Jay, right? I'm gonna just call him that from now on for simplicity. But Jay, you know, he resigns from the case, And then Kabir and his gang, you know, they're like, yo, we're gonna rob one last place with Uday. I don't remember his name in the movie, I'm sorry. But he's like, all right, we're gonna rob one last place, and it's like this casino or whatever, right? And it's like New Year's, and like everyone's gonna be there, and there's like a lot of money or some shit. And I think it was a casino, or it was like a casino hotel or some shit. I don't know. But so they're like, all right, we're gonna rob it, right? And Jay, you know, he resigned from the case. So, you know, Kabir's like acting like as a bartender. And Jay shows up, you know, aka Abhishek Bachchan, the cop. And instead of like canceling their plans because he showed up, they're like, you know what, nah, he's probably just here for chilling because, you know, he resigned, so obviously he's not going to catch us criminals. He's not going to do that. Why would he do that? It's not like he's a cop or anything. It's not like that's his job. Like, come on, man. I thought this guy was going to be like smart or something, you know? And he's just like such a dumbass. Like, he just making like such dumbass fucking moves. Like, yo, come on. It's like some rookie ass mistakes, right? And then, you know, the cops have the whole place surrounded, and they like almost catch Kabir, and then there's the lights out, and then there's like a little chase. And then the last thing that pisses me off is that, so in the end, there's, you know, Kabir's on one like sport bike, then there's Jay on another sport bike, then there's Uday on another sport bike, right? So there's 3 sports bikes in total, right? And they're like, they have him like surrounded on like from like the sides, so he can still go like front and back, right? Like there's still so much. It's like they're on a fucking field, like there's no one else there, you know? And instead of like driving away, right? Because one thing he's like, yo, I'm not gonna go to jail, right? That's what he's been like saying the whole movie, right? So instead of like driving anywhere else, like, you know, there's like so much fucking space, you can literally just ride away, you know, man, like fuck, okay? Sorry, drive, whatever the fuck. You can just ride away on your sport bike. There's so much fucking space, but instead he just, you know, goes off the same cliff that the car went off, and he kills himself. And they don't show him like a dead body or anything, but like I'm pretty sure it's insinuated that he killed himself. Because they don't show him in Doom 2 or 3. And he might show up in Doom 4, you never know. But those are the things that fucking pissed me off about Doom. And also, I just gotta add, it's just like, yo, if I was gay, bro, like John Abraham, like, holy, yo, that's a sexy ass man right there, yo. And yeah, I just wanted to add that little tidbit right there for, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys want more reviews. Honestly, I haven't really felt this one. You know, it's like I'm just not that good at describing shit, I guess. Like I'm just like, you know, I'm just saying a bunch of bullshit. So I'm probably not gonna make too many of like, you know, reviews unless you guys want me to. So, you know, comment down below or drop like all that good shit. So I know that you guys want more. If not, then, you know, just don't. And I get it, man. You know, this video, it's kind of just, it's meh, you know? It's meh, in my opinion. I don't know, maybe it'll be one of my better ones, because I'm going to try, like, really hard on, like, editing it and shit, like, making it proper, and, like, hopefully having no Fortnite gameplay in the background. I don't know, we'll see. But, yeah, I hope you guys actually enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please drop a like, please subscribe, all that good shit, and thanks for watching, guys. Peace.